Hello, my name is Nancy. I'm a receptionist here at Grady Veterinary Hospital, and today I'd like to share some tips for taking your pet to the vet. And in a few moments, I'm also going to use my kitty. This is Galadriel. She's going to help me out with part of this video as well. We at Grady Veterinary Hospital enjoy seeing every single pet that comes in the front door, but we know that they don't always share that same sentiment. For many pets, coming to the veterinary office can be extremely intimidating. So I would like to share a few things with you that hopefully are going to make them a little bit less anxious and make the trip a little bit more positive for everybody if your pet is having these kind of problems. When your pet comes to the veterinarian, it's going to be thoroughly examined, and the veterinarian is going to do something that's akin to like a full body massage. So they're going to rub their hands down your pet's back, they're going to touch your pet's legs, their hips, they're going to examine your pet's paws, they may even give it a toenail trim, they're going to look in your pet's ears and in your pet's mouth, and of course check out their eyes as well. If you're having a time when you're cuddling with your pet or playing with your pet, when you can do these same kind of things with your pet, you can get them used to the type of touching that the pet is going to do, maybe even lift up a lip. You want to be very careful and very gentle so that you're not invading your pet's space or security. But these are going to start to help your pet so that when they come in, the exam is not a completely new and terrifying experience to them. Perhaps the most anxiety-producing part of coming to the veterinarian's office is the ride in the car. And in a little bit, I'm going to talk about making sure that either your cat or your dog is secure in your car. But for right now, let's talk about how to just make the car ride a little bit more pleasant. You can start out by introducing your pet to the car ride by maybe just going a block down the road and gradually increase the distance as your pet will tolerate. Hopefully up to the point where you're able to arrive in our parking lot and come in for your exam. You may also want to consider coming into the veterinary office on days when your pet is not having an exam, just to kind of tour them around the lobby, and if our staff at the front desk is not overly busy, we are happy to come out, give your dog or your cat a treat, pet them, talk with them, so that they know when they come into the veterinary office, they can have a nice time socially. This is also going to help their socialization process, and that it doesn't have to be a fearful time when they're just being poked and prodded, as we would say. It's very important when you bring your cat or dog to the veterinary hospital that they be completely under your control. And for cats, this is going to mean that they come in a carrier. And there are a variety of different carriers out on the market. As you can see, this is more of a soft-sided carrier, and one of the advantages to this type of carrier is that it has a shoulder strap, so it's a little bit easier to carry, and it has two different entryways, so that can assist in getting your pet into a carrier. Now, Galadriel is going to model for us a hard-sided carrier, and when you look at this, you can also see that this carrier comes completely apart, and that can be helpful as well when your pet is actually having an examination, because if your pet is a little bit nervous, it may even be possible to do the exam inside the carrier when we've taken the top off. You want to make sure that you put a blanket, or in this case Galadriel has a towel in here that has smells from home. That's going to have a calming influence on your pet. And also, sometimes, especially for cats, it's a good idea to cover up the carrier so that they have as little external stimuli hitting them as possible. The best thing to do is make sure that your cat is in a carrier. And I know that some of you are laughing at home, and I've been in your place. You're thinking, yeah, but I can't get my cat into a carrier. It's like a giant wrestling match. So I would recommend that you leave your carrier out in your house, let it become part of the landscape, put treats in it so that you invite your pet to come into it. Let them, even if they would like, or if they will adjust enough to it, take a nap in it. Some cats actually end up doing that. They end up using it as sort of a little cave. When bringing dogs to the veterinary hospital, the same things apply in terms of making sure that they're under your control and secure. When you arrive at the veterinary hospital with your dog, you want to first let them have a little time in our yard to walk around, use the bathroom, and then when they come in the front door, they're hopefully a little bit calmer and we have less likelihood of accidents here in the veterinary hospital. Don't worry, however, if your pet does have an accident. This happens on a regular basis. We're completely prepared for it. Please don't be embarrassed. Just let us know. We'll be happy to take care of that for you. When your dog comes in the front door, I would recommend that it be on about a 3-foot lead. With both cats and dogs, you want to talk with them gently, give them treats for positive behavior while they're here, and let them know that you are acknowledging the fact that this is a different environment for them. If you need any assistance getting your pet from your car to the exam room, and of course after your exam back to your car, please let us know about that. We are more than happy to help you transport your pet in and out of the hospital. If your pet seems particularly fearful and stressed out by being here, that would be a good thing to discuss with your veterinary doctor. There are some other things that we can do to help your pet with that anxiety that the doctor can once again give you suggestions on. As always, our mission at Grady Veterinary Hospital is to help your pet live the longest, happiest, healthiest life it possibly can. And in doing so, this is going to mean that you're going to need to bring your pet in for regular preventative exams as well as when they're ill. So if there's anything that we can do to make your pet's visits in to see us happier and more stress-free, we are more than happy to do that, work with you, and help you achieve that. We look forward to seeing you soon at Grady Veterinary Hospital.